Welcome back to another video on the channel, and it is my kind of 4 players that, if Phillips is to go, I would want them to replace him. Now, obviously Phillips would be my #1 choice, him to stay, Leeds lad and everything, but there is a big chance of that not happening. So these are kind of the 4 players. There's probably others out there, but these are the 4 that I've really had a look at, looked up, know a little bit about them as well, and the ones that I think will ideally change or swap with Phillips in this team. Now, one thing to mention: Mark Rocker looks like he's about to sign what would be a very interesting choice. So we'll just have to wait and see. I think, like the club have confirmed, or Phil Hay or whatever, this is not a Phillips replacement, this is a Phillips partnership. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, anyways, if we go to this, #1, Seko Fofana. Now, as you see, Cote d'Ivoire, that's right, originally from Paris, plays in the French league for Lens. Now, there were links in January. I don't think it was ever going to come to anything, but I don't see why there's no reason why we can't go back in for him. This season in the French league, 38 games, 8 goals, 1 assist, and definitely a very good start to the season. As you see here, his market value is around about 22.5 million, so it's gonna cost a bit, but look, we know Phillips will be going for a big price if he does leave, so we'll definitely have that money to spend. He's had time in youth level at Man City, and as you see there, I believe that would be a loan at Fulham. Oh no, he left. Oh yeah, I think that was a loan. Yeah, end of loan at Fulham. So it'd be very interesting to see, for me, if he did come in, how he would do. Now, as you see here, more of a centre midfielder than defensive, but he can play defensive and attacking. So he's a bit of an all-rounder in that midfield. Quite tall, strong, fast. All these players have got good work rate. That's one thing I did make sure to look out for, because obviously that's what we need for a Phillips replacement. And look, I think this is just going to be a very good would be a very good signing. Maybe a little bit too attacking compared to the other players. Well, they probably could do a better job in that defensive midfield. But look, Justin Marshall's a coach, so I'm sure he could be able to train and play in that CDM role there. Right, on to option 2. I think it says Tommaso Pobega. Pobega, I think that's how you say it. Now, this one, he's on loan at Torino from AC Milan. Market value of around about 16 million euros. So again, I think this would be a very interesting one, because in the Serie A, he's played 33 times, getting 4 goals, 3 assists, picking up 11 yellow cards. So he's obviously not dirty, but aggressive. Like I said, 16 million euros. This is kind of his career. He's never really been able to break into that AC Milan team, but we know they've had players like Kessie. And he's been good at Torino this season. Obviously not started all the games, only 63% in the starting 11 and 65% at minutes played. Still 22, so that's another good thing about him. And look, again here it says centre midfield, can play defensive and attacking. Probably be what I know can do that defensive role better than Seko Fofana. So yeah, they're the first 2 players. Which one would I want most out of those 2? I think I'd just be edging for Tommaso Pobega, because he's 5, 6 years younger. But on to the next one, Matthias Svanberg. Same again, from Serie A, playing for Bologna. His market value is 13.5 million. And very kind of similar stats to Tommaso Pobega. I'd probably say these 2 are probably the most similar out of all 4. Swedish, 23. So decently young, like Tommaso. Now, there is an interest from Southampton, 75% probability of transfer there. So, I mean, it would be an interesting one. We'd have to beat Southampton. I think Southampton would be some good competition for him. As we see here, Bologna signed for £4 million from Malmo. So I really don't think this would be a bad signing. Again, he's kind of like the other two players, really good work rate. But I'd say with Matthias Svanberg, he's probably maybe like the least out of, well, from the other two, probably least best with his feet, where the other two may be a little bit more comfortable with the feet. So, but I mean, if we're bringing Marco Rocker in, that's what he's going to be really. Then we need a bit of a workhorse next to him. So, and that definitely could be Matthias Svanberg. Right, fourth and final one, Mohamed Kamara. So another Salzburg player. I mean, this youngster's being raved quite highly. Played 8 Champions League games. I mean, the stats: 1 goal, 4 assists. I mean, in the Austrian league, not very good. But look, this guy is an out-and-out CDM. Like all the rest, they can play him all the positions in midfield. I mean, he can play centre midfield as well, but CDM is really where his main position is. And look, I think this would be a brilliant signing, and probably my number one choice. We're not looking for goals and assists from that CDM spot. Look, if that comes with the package, that would be good. But still 22. Works extremely hard. Worked with Marsh in the past, I do believe. He was kind of in the youth academy here, and then he got promoted there under Marsh. So I really do think this would be a good signing. No, it doesn't say here no teams are looking at him, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. This is probably the one that I'm probably edging to the most, and then probably Tommaso Pobega, then Fofana, and then Svanberg. So yeah, we'll have to, like I keep saying, we'll have to wait and see. But like Phillips might still stay. There's a big chance of that happening. I mean, that's what I would say. But if we get 69 from Man City, what's being quoted, what could come from Man City? I mean, you have to look at that and saying 60 million. If Radrizzani wants to do the Leicester model, they had to sell Kante, they had to sell Mahrez, players like that. So I do believe I'm still 50-50 if Phillips will go. I mean, Man City are showing real interest, and I think about to put the first bid in. So I'm edging more that he will leave now. But I think for me, Kamara would be the best option. But all those far are my options. There's not been really any links with any of them. Maybe Kamara a little bit, but I think every Salzburg player has been linked to with Leeds. But yeah, anyways, yes, thank you for watching. If there's any like other kind of videos you want me to do, I'm not too sure yet. I want to kind of upgrade the content on the channel. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Peace.